Hi, this is King of Review. So here we have a function y, which is a log function, and they don't put the base in there, which means the base of our log is assumed to be 10. It has a polynomial, x squared minus 10x plus 35, inside the log, and we need to find the minimum value of y. Well, let's think about what the y function looks like. In general, y is a log base 10 function. It's a complicated one with this polynomial inside, but if we think about the more general function, this graph is y equals log base 10 of x. The important thing to notice is that it's increasing. As long as the base of a log is bigger than 1, which it is here, the function will be increasing. So if we want to find the minimum value of our function, we have to find the lowest value of x. As x goes down, y goes down as well. So the lowest value of x will tell us where the lowest value of y is. X in this graph is the number inside the log. In our problem, that's a complicated polynomial. Let's call that polynomial f of x. So f of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 35. And we need to figure out where the minimum of this function is. If we can find out where the minimum of that function is, that will tell us where the minimum of y is as well. So let's think about what this new function looks like. F of x is a quadratic equation, meaning its highest exponent is 2. And if you graph a quadratic equation, it looks like a parabola, a U-shape. The lowest value, the minimum, is a point that's called the vertex. So we need to figure out the vertex. And the best way to figure out the vertex is by a method called completing the square. Sometimes this method is used to solve an equation, but here we're going to use it to write a vertex. So we start by getting rid of this 35, subtracting it on both sides. So we have f of x minus 35 equals x squared minus 10x. Then we take this number in front of x, the coefficient of x, negative 10. We divide it by 2 and square it. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5, and negative 5 squared is 25. So what we do is we take that number 25 and we add it on both sides. So on the left we have f of x, negative 35 plus 25 is minus 10. On the right side, we now have x squared minus 10x plus 25, which factors perfectly into x minus 5 squared, since negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25, and negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. If you distributed this back out, you would get x squared minus 10x plus 25. If we move the 10 back over to the right side to get f of x by itself, we now have f of x in vertex form. This form is called vertex form because it shows us exactly what the vertex is. In this case, the vertex is 5. We take the opposite sign of the number inside the parentheses, comma 10, the number outside the parentheses. So this tells us that x squared minus 10x plus 35 is lowest, this is the minimum, at the point 5 comma 10. We can now take this value, the value of the actual equation is 10, and plug it into our y function. Y equals the log base 10 of this function, f of x, but now we know the lowest value of f of x is 10, so I can change this into just 10. Now we just need a property, let me write this over here, that says if we have the log base b of some number a, and it equals some number c, we can write this equivalently as b to the c power equals a. So if y equals log base 10 of 10, that means 10 to the y power is equal to 10. Since 10 to the first power equals 10, y must be equal to 1 at the minimum. And there's our answer. Thanks for watching.